What's up, guys? Jeff from the Weapon Collective, Day 2 SHOT Show. We got new guns from Cardinal Arms, Ray City Defense, tons of other stuff. So let's go check it out. I don't know much about Bursa. I've never really even shot them, but I know Major Havoc likes them. RMSC footprint. Ugh. Yeah. Not for me.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Good. Just want to touch base with you. I thought you were around here.
Yeah, this was first stop.
Oh man, you ready for another crazy day?
Yeah, dude.
Good that
Like semifinals.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Over at the Cardinal booth with Mitch. He's their head gunsmith at Cardinal Arms, and we are looking at their brand new comped pistol.
Well, there's obviously a demand for comp guns.
Yeah.
So people want comp guns. So we've listened to what people are asking us. So this right here it's not in its final form. More or less, we decided to get one out there, go ahead and get feedback from people, and just see what everybody thinks. So I guess the biggest difference between this gun and our G2 is obviously there's a comp, but the other big thing is that we've got a direct mount for an RMR.
That is awesome.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So we make most of our parts. We machine most everything we do, and that's something that separates like what we do from what a lot of other people do.
Totally.
But I always like the direct mount kind of stuff. I think it's just something other people can't do. Some of the changes that may happen to the gun as well are functional changes. So the design of the port, size of the port, angles inside the port, or inside the comp, excuse me, but inside of this chamber right here. And then of course, like you also have people that want ports and comps.
Yeah,
so
I'm one of those people.
That may happen.
Yeah,
So you may see some things like that.
That would be cool.
But most likely what we'll do is we'll probably have a test bed gun out where we take a gun and have several barrels, several different iterations of comps on there, ports, non-ports. We'll do a variety of things, do some testing on our end, and then get feedback from other people and see what they want. So the gun may come to your hands in the white and let you shoot it like that.
That'd be awesome.
And just get some feedback from people before we actually put it into production.
I mean, I love it. I think it's a 5.4-inch variant right now.
Yes, sir.
With the comp, I dig that. That's something different from what's out there. A lot of the stuff right now is like 5-inch overall comp. So I think that's cool. The optic direct mount is fantastic. For someone like me that knows, like I'm an SRO guy, RMR footprint is always going to be good for me. That's great. The advantage of an optic plate is that you can go back and forth.
Yes.
You're married to this this footprint. But like I said, for someone like me, that's fantastic. And you can see it changed. That's the only real change to the aesthetic of the gun. It's just right here underneath the direct mount. But I think that looks so good.
We wanted people to be able to look at the gun and still see like, hey, that's a Cardinal,
Yeah.
In a year,
that's recognizable. For
absolutely.
Sure.
In a year or two, depending on the demand for the guns at that point in time, you may see us come out with something that is aesthetically completely different than this. But for the moment, I like the Cardinals to be a recognizable gun where it's like, hey, that's a Cardinal.
Which it is.
You can see it from across the room and know what it is.
Yes, and that's something that you guys do so well. Is just the aesthetics. I mean, you blend aesthetics and performance, function, everything is top notch. I love it. And I can't wait to shoot this thing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the new Cardinal Arms comp. Ready? All right. Yeah, I'm doing great. How you doing? It's awesome. Yeah.
Busy. This whole thing's come together beautifully.
Yeah.
Oh, and you're doing your channel now and everything.
Yeah. So. EG11, they changed their porting. They went to like a Landers port. My EG11 never really worked well. This feels much better than mine. But interesting. Look at this. So, because mine didn't have any porting. Now they have V port, little chunk port. Mine's like this, but I sent it to Monsoon, so it has Lucky 7s, and I still don't shoot it. But that color combo is cool. The new Pit Viper. That's the Ballerina, I think. Ooh, that one. That XC.
I don't know.
Oh, that's the one. No. I think they may have had that at Reactive.
What's cool about the Viper is we have a fully removable, adjustable rear sight. So if you undo the adjustment screw,
So they're all optic ready.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And the Pit Viper has been updated to that same system. So now there are optic cut Pit Vipers. It's something everybody's asked for a long time.
Okay.
People said, oh, I know optic.
Yeah,
Okay, well,
absolutely.
it's the Sand Viper. Well, I want it black. It's like, well, unfortunately, we only do the Sand Viper with optics and the Pit Viper.
Yeah.
Until now.
That's why I don't have a Pit Viper.
Yeah.
So okay, I screwed it up. So this is just the Viper, Pit Viper,
Correct.
same 5-inch gun
So 4.5 on the Island Barrel Viper.
on the Viper.
The
5.
The barrel technically on
4.6.
this is 4.35.
Oh,
With the comp,
yeah,
it comes
yeah.
to the same
5,
as a 5-inch.
yeah.
So
Like the Sand Viper.
yeah, so when you remove this, hinge it open, take your spring out, there's 2 more screws underneath.
Yeah.
When you remove that, the slide is cut, dedicated RMR cut,
Nice.
just like the Sand Viper.
Yeah.
We also notched the slide a little bit here to be able to fit the RMR HD, because the RMR HD, the front is actually lower than the SRO.
Yeah.
And we wanted to be able to run those. You can see that here on the Sand Viper, you see that little extra notch.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's to accommodate the HD.
Okay.
So you can run your Viper or your Pit Viper now with fully adjustable rear sides or with a dot.
The only thing I would do, I think this is a perfect gun, with the exception of still having a grip safety.
Pinning.
Just delete it. Just get rid of the thing. You know? Like, other than that, and maybe flat track.
Yeah, a lot of people like the flat.
I mean, I'm used to it.
Yeah, another thing we have right now is probably the only fully done Gen 6 you're going to see at the show.
Oh, that's a 6.
So these like just came out, so nobody's really had a lot of time to do a full package on them.
Yeah,
But
I
we
know.
did
I just got mine.
Trigger work, frame work, slide
Ooh.
cut, new barrel, comp. So this is our compensator and our barrel. The Ballerina, I don't know if you shot one of these. They shoot super flat. The way we describe it is basically it's Sand Viper wrapped in block.
Yeah. It's a cool comp.
Flat shooting gun. And then the cool thing about it is you never have to remove the comp to take your barrel out of the slide. So you just take the slide off. Slide comes off. Guide rod out. And you just take the barrel right out of the front.
Oh yeah, that's
So
nice.
it now disassembles just like a 2011.
Yeah.
So this never needs to come off. We had to
That
remove,
makes it easier.
Yeah, we moved the front sight to the comp itself because we cut the front of the slide,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
So we also secure it from the top now because you can't come from the bottom like you would traditionally on a Glock slide because that's where your comp is. So we had to redesign it to be able to pin that front sight from the top. So disassembly and reassembly is super easy. Never have to worry about taking it down.
That is nice. What's up? What's up, buddy?
Nice to meet you in person.
You too. We're over at the Apex booth with Houston Miller from Miller Precision. Obviously familiar with those pistols. So what are you doing over here? What do you got?
We're showing off the Apex optics, obviously, but then they were kind enough to let us hang out at the booth with them as well. So we got a 5-inch ported hanging out over here with our new funnel magwell. That's our new and improved.
So
we got some
before
feedback
you
from
had
you guys.
the competition was your biggest?
Yeah, we had a funnel, but I redesigned the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so we kind of cupped the whole outside
Yes.
here. It's adding
Flatter.
support now to the bottom of your hand now.
Yeah,
we were
like
getting
that.
feedback from people wanting to shoot offhand or strong hand, right?
Yeah.
And they wanted
I
that
do a lot of
support.
that.
Yeah. So that was a big update we made to the magwells. We also added a set screw to the bottom of them, so if there's any wiggle at all, you just
Tighten
snug it
it
right
up.
up, you're good
Nice.
to go. The comp magwell is on this one. So this is our standard comp magwell.
This is the one I was running the most.
Yeah, compared to like your tactical, just your slim line.
Yeah, like carry.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we're just showing them off. We're finally moved into the new facility. We're in full
Oh,
production.
cool.
We're shipping guns. Everything's going well. So and then I've got the X update as well. Jeff's got it right now. So once I get that from him, I'll show you.
Check that out.
No,
I've never
for sure.
shot a Fusion on
This is that new recoil spring I was telling you about.
from the factory next door.
Yeah. So it's variable
kind of
pitch and variable diameter. So it's smaller on one end, larger on the other, and the pitch varies as well.
And
so
you're
what
noticing
you're getting,
a big difference.
what I'm able to do actually is control 2 points in which the poundage is, right?
Interesting.
So what we're able to do is when the gun's in battery, I can control it and say, hey, I want 5 pounds of pressure in battery. And then when the gun is cycling back, everything's kind of measured at like lockback position. So once it's in lockback, I can say, hey, I want 8 pounds here.
So in this position, it's 5 pounds. Compressed, it's 8.
8, right. And I can tune that however we want. So each pistol
nuts.
differently, right? But each one I'm running about 4.5 to 5 pounds in battery to make sure it's reliably, going home and cycling. And then our 4.4, I went ahead and bumped it up to like 6. That's our more duty style pistol, and I wanted just that little extra punch, right?
Makes sense.
What's cool too is we're actually able to get it to be soft in the beginning, and then actually compress and get stiffer as we move back with the variable pitch. We're almost catching the slide before it contacts the frame and then throwing it back forward. So you're all that punch and jarring in your hand and your wrist, gone entirely. The recoil impulse is insanely soft.
Yeah. Do you notice it more on the 4.5 versus the 5-inch, or?
It's a huge difference on the 4.
Yeah.
The 4 is crazy. That little 4-inch shoots.
I haven't shot this.
Shoots as well as the full size. It's insane.
Cool.
It is really incredible.
So you're running these in all the new guns?
Yes. Everything. And we applied the same technology to, where'd my bag go? We're applying the same technology to the mainspring as well. So what we're getting...
Nobody else is doing this, right?
No.
This is just a lucky accident?
I literally walked over to the neighbor's shop and was like, hey guys, I want to talk about doing some springs with you. And they had done it for ARs. That's that VBRS I told you about.
Yes.
And they were like, well, we're doing it for Glocks right now. We're trying. And I was like, well, let's change it up. Let's do it for these. And so we did. I've become really good friends with those guys. They're awesome. And we went out to the range. He made me a spring the next day. We went to the gun range and we were shooting it at my house. And we were testing and tuning in different weights, different spring diameters, different materials.
That's cool.
It's sick. So they actually spin them out, they cut them off, they fall into a heat treater, they get heat treated and relieved right there, they press them and then throw them in the gun.
Do you notice, if you had to pick one, would you say the recoil spring or the mainspring is doing more?
Doing more? They're both doing different things. Yeah. Of course. The recoil spring, I think, is a huge benefactor for reliability.
Feel and
reliability. We can, like I said, I can control now the amount of poundage in battery when that gun is sitting.
Nuts.
That's cool as hell.
Seems like that would be the way everybody starts going.
The mainspring gives you the benefit of the hammer. Once the hammer falls, right, you fire this weapon.
Easy to take it back.
Once this thing starts to move backwards now, it's 13 pounds, 15 pounds, 18 pounds.
Yeah, that's cool.
So you're getting
that heavy.
You're getting the benefit of a super light mainspring, but you're also getting the strong hammer hit as well. So that's
crazy.
That's reducing muzzle rise for us, and then this is reducing your felt recoil impulse.
That's badass.
So really cool. But then here's the new X. So we heard what everyone was saying online. We had that issue, right? And so we were talking about how to remedy all of this. So we went to a threadless.
So the version I have is threaded on.
It's threaded on.
Yep.
So we went to a threadless design. Everyone was kind of complaining about the chamfers on the front and the chamfer on the
in pictures, but like in person, you can see that
still
it was
looks
just
clean.
a chamfer.
Right. Everyone thought it was a gap. It's not a gap.
It wasn't a gap.
So we went ahead and changed it anyway. Make sure everybody's happy with it. So this just drops on, rotates 60 degrees. It tightens up on the diameter as you turn it. And it just wiggles in here, lines up, give it a pop, and it's like one piece. So this is all seamlessly together now and concentric. And then we actually went back to a dovetail sight on the front as well. We were burning out, at least I was burning out high temp, high strength Loctite on the Glock screws.
It was getting hot. Yeah.
So it's part of the barrel, right?
Of course.
It's gonna get warm. So we had that issue of under heavy fire. So we went back to a dovetail.
All right.
And then everything, we reworked the whole top here. All the blend lines and all the geometry where everything comes together is all reworked. And we're doing this now in one operation in the mill. So as we are completing the bottom of the slide and making it functional, we're also doing the island, if you will.
Yeah.
So everything's perfectly concentric, and there's no the manufacturing is just better, right?
Yeah.
Also, all the blend lines are significantly better as well.
Yeah, that looks really nice.
Yeah. We deburred it, and I tossed it in the tumbler to get rid of some sharp edges.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no oil either.
That is butter.
So, pretty cool.
Hell yeah, doing some cool stuff.
I appreciate you stopping by.
Thanks, Houston.
Yeah.
All right, I'm here at the Dead Air booth with Tassin. He's going to take me through their newest can. I haven't seen this, just released today, yes?
Yeah,
All
definitely.
right. So, big Dead Air fan.
Well, we appreciate that.
Yeah.
So, CT5P. So this is a 5.56 and 6mm heavy-duty hard-use can. So you've got full auto rating, no barrel length restrictions.
Okay.
We took some of the lessons from the Lazarus 6 silencer that we have, which is also compatible with both of those calibers.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of stuff out there with some cool groups and things like that, but we did this mission specific for law enforcement.
Okay.
It is available to the commercial market, which is super cool. We always want to, anything we do, we want to make available to the public. So we have the CT5 here. It is, in this configuration, a direct thread 1/2x28.
Yep. Is it hub compatible?
It is not.
Okay.
And we did that for a specific reason for those specific agencies and departments that don't want their guys removing anything from the silencer. They want it to be as short and compact as possible.
Yeah.
And also simple.
Lightweight.
Yeah. So on an armorer level, you want to minimize dealing with any parts coming loose or anything like that.
Yeah.
So we have direct thread on here in which you would just torque it down. We have a specific spec to torque it down to, and then it's not coming off.
Yeah.
You are good to go.
Okay.
So low back pressure. This is actually only 3 to 4% back pressure into the host firearm. So that's a big deal. We also have a brand new flash hider front cap for this particular system, which is even better than our previous flash hider front caps. And it is removable with an 11/16 wrench or socket. So that's super simple, again, on the armorer level or on the individual level. You don't have to have any proprietary tools. We want to make it as simple as possible.
And then what's the material? Is it Inconel?
It's Haynes 282, which we utilized in the Lazarus 6. It's a super alloy that's used on rocket nozzles and some other fun stuff.
Sam NX's Haynes
Sam NX.
22.
Yep, absolutely. So high heat, erosion resistant. Again, no barrel length restrictions, full auto rated, low back pressure. We've had a lot of guys shooting this, a lot of lefties shooting this, no gas in the face.
Yeah.
So we have these in the direct thread version, 1/2x28 and 5/8x24, because there's a lot of six arc guns in 5/8x24. So we got both of those models. They come in black and flat dark earth. Okay. MSRP on this guy is going to be $8.99.
All right. So available now?
They are starting to go.
Okay.
So
and what about Haynes 22 sparking? Is it like titanium?
So we have a mesh system in our last baffle, which is going to prevent sparking and also aid in flash reduction.
Nice.
So something also different from the Lazarus 6 that we've done in this particular unit.
How does that work? What is it doing?
So the way the gases flow and it traps things, it just kind of stops it. So this guy, we have the Xeno version. So obviously with it not being hub compatible, and some of the requirements we have to be one piece, we wanted to do Xeno as well because we really love Xeno as a QD system. This one is only going to be 14.3 ounces in weight, so just little bit heavier.
This one was 13.7.
13.7.
13.7.
So just a little bit heavier, but then you have the versatility to swap from gun to gun if they have a bunch of different thread pitches, and we have a plethora of thread pitches for the Xeno system. So you can put it on, you could put it on even an old school Mini 14 GB, super cool, rad old gun. You can put it on all kinds of stuff. So this gives you the versatility to swap, or if you're carrying guns in bags or anything like that, and you don't want the length, you have a size requirement, you can always take it off very easily.
This would be the one that would get me interested more.
Yeah.
Direct thread, I think direct thread's probably the recommended use.
I mean,
overall, but
it depends on what you like.
Use, I like this.
Well, we have a lot of agencies, they want to set it and forget it, so they're going to torque it down to spec and tell their officers, hey, never take this off the gun. And so, but for the commercial market, obviously, you want to be able to take it off, use it on a plethora of guns, so that's why we did that as well. So we also have a chemo version.
Okay.
So we've obviously had chemo for...
This is new chemo. I haven't seen this chemo.
You're right.
Yeah.
This is a new chemo.
It is.
So, you know, chemo's been around for a long time, and we decided, based off some government requirements, there needs to be secondary retention. So we've done that in this can. So first thing is still same standard spring. Okay. Then we have an upgraded material, so 17-4 stainless instead of 4140, which is what we've done in the past, so a stronger material. We also have key mount muzzle devices that come with it that are made out of 17-4 stainless, so again, a stronger material.
So show me what's going on
this
with
little
this.
lever here might be intriguing you a little bit.
Yes,
so
I've never
that's
seen
what
that.
has to do with all this, the secondary retention. You still place the can on the same way. It can only go on one way for POI shift and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
You rotate it down and then you tighten the suppressor down onto the system, get it as tight as you physically can, and then you're ready to rock and roll. When you go to take it off, you're gonna ratchet it all the way to the end, and then you depress the lever and rotate it slightly, and then it comes off. So you have full secondary retention.
Interesting.
We also have more aggressive teeth on the detent ring, and then we have this tab on the detent ring.
Yeah, that's new
Our
as well.
detent ring used to be flush.
Yeah.
So you'd have to get in there with a tool, or if you could get in there, depending upon your finger and hand size, you could get in there, but now it's very simple, very easy. You can just put a simple thumb on there and pull it down.
That's a nice little touch there.
Yes.
Just getting in with your fingernails. And
absolutely.
try to pry that loose.
Also, what's cool about this, it's not just for the CT5. We are going to have upgrade kits available to the public. So any of you guys that have Sandmans, have had Sandmans, and you want to upgrade to this, you are going to be able to do so. We're going to also have full standalone chemo gov kits. We're not changing the pricing either, still $249 MSRP. So if you guys want to know more, check them out, deadairsilincers.com.
Awesome. Appreciate it, Tassin.
Thanks for your time.
Looking forward to shooting one of those. Okay, we're looking at the new V3 Atlas. I grabbed the Erebus to demonstrate it, but this is throughout the entire line. They did several things. So they changed this undercut in the grip along with the beaver tail, took down some of the texturing back here. Allows you to get really high up in that beaver tail. It's a very comfortable grip. They changed their hardware to all Torx, which is very nice. They also changed the feed ramp on the barrel so you don't have any feeding issues. Not that I had any feeding issues to begin with an Atlas pistol, but hey, going from the best to even better. And then they moved to an available front sight. Someone like me, I don't care about a front sight, but having an option for it, I guess that's pretty cool for somebody that wants one. And as far as front sights go, of course, Atlas nailed it. If I'm gonna have a front sight, let it be this little bead guy here. And so I think, lastly, they went to their own hammers, which I think is cool, and it solves a mystery. On my Dragon Erebus, I could not figure out who made this hammer. And it was before they made the V3 announcement, so I did not know it was an Atlas hammer. But Atlas is making their own hammers, and I guess I lied. There is one more thing on these grip screws, the internal bushing, it's angled so you cannot over-insert a magazine and break your ejector, which is very cool. Atlas always ahead of the game, thinking one step ahead. Never fail to impress.
This
yeah.
Did you have one shoe on when you put that on?
Totally.
Like, that's what we see. We see it all. And we see it on our own stuff too, man. Like,
You filming? I'm so sorry.
No, we're not. Yeah.
we're filming Calvin.
Yeah.
It's the Calvin show.
What's up, buddy?
Calvin.
EDC. It's not ported. This is the new round I'm into. Oh wait, no, this one. That's what I'm talking about right there. They got a whole array of tricked out P211s. This gun, this was one of the most surprising guns of the year for me. I thought it, especially at the price point, this thing was awesome. Only thing I would change, well, two things, me personally. One, I would run 2011 mags, but I get why they don't. And then I would have preferred a Series 70 trigger. But other than that, this thing shoots so well at a fantastic price point. Obviously, I'm not a big yellow gold guy, but gotta have that SIG bling. That one actually is really nice, the combat.
That's SIG's take on the... Your knee is injured.
That, look at this. I mean, it's almost my height. What's up, guys? Over at the Scalarworks booth with Phil, and he's gonna walk us through what's new, what's hot, and all the Scalarworks goodies.
Okay, so last year we introduced our new line of bolt-on scope mounts, the fuse mount. And this year we are expanding that line into a long-range version, which, let's see, there you go. You can see here, unlike the previous the original version is a straight-up top-down. Doesn't have the cantilever. It has 20 MOA built into the base for that added elevation. Has the 2 accessory mounting points on either side. Still has our patented level drive. And this one is decked out with several accessories, including these MDT Send-It offset mount, 45-degree red dot offset mount, and our forthcoming dive board, which has its own little accessory mounting points on there, so that yet another thing that you can stick on there.
And are you going to have these in multiple sizes?
Yes, these
so
we're making
you could do
30,
like a 12 top for your red dot if you wanted to.
So the 12 top red dot is a separate product, which is like right here.
Just
so this is our our acro one. We make this also for RMR, and this year we're also going to be doing RMSC / DPP. Okay. So 3 options for that.
Great.
This one is just a Picatinny one for an LRF. So we've got that on the scope front, and then on the red dot front over here. Pardon me. So last year we debuted our 226 height leap mounts, which feature our click drive, ultra low profile, super lightweight. You can see iron sights through the base, but they had a little trick up their sleeve where they had mounting points on them, which at the time didn't really have anything to mount to them, but now we're showing off our extension bars. So we make a short one, a long one, and this combo to get you to a setup like this.
Yeah. So I do like the 226. So that makes it very nice.
Yeah. So.
And then you have all the other traditional leap mounts.
All the stuff that we've always had still around. We have our iron sights in 2 different heights.
These are the
our fixed sights.
Right?
These are peaks.
Peaks. Peaks. The kick is the side mount.
Yes, the kicks are all the accessories to the mounts. The mount for the mount. Yep.
Yeah,
obviously we make it for Trigicon, HoloSun, EOTech, and Aimpoint, and all the scope stuff. We will be updating the Leap scope mounts to the new design later this year. So if you like the clamshell, whatever we have left in stock, that's available now. Get them while you can.
It's all going
but then it's going to the new design, the new rings, and the new ecosystem and stuff like that. It will be very similar to this, but with the click drive on it.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you, Phil.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. That's cool. It does have that lug built in, so the extension of that, you are getting some strength by getting the lug down in the Picatinny rail there. I just didn't want it. That color combo, dude. I love that. Mark 1 in, what? I have it in this. I didn't see this when I got mine, dude. This anodized color. I like that too. That's so honey badger. Damn. The texture on here, they nailed that. Like, just beautiful. One cool thing that they're doing is these are the only Huxworks muzzle devices that I'm aware of for 5.56 that aren't in 1/2 by 28. These are in 5/8 by 24, and I found that out because I had an old Huxworks can, an HXQD, that would not fit on this muzzle device, interestingly enough. So took it off. I was gonna swap it out and then realized that it was in 5/8 by 24, and Huxworks is making these specifically for them. Then I realized my flow would fit on it, so no problem. But damn, they are doing some cool stuff. This is fantastic. That honey badger scheme, I really like this. Cans, they are a-changing. It's not just flow through now, it is flow everywhere. That is funky, super funky. Like, look at this. I don't even know how you designed that. But I'd like to try it.
True. 2, 3. We do another. 1, 2, 3.
I'm awesome, man. Yeah. Good to see you.
There's no. Some Alabama love.
What's up, guys? We're over at the Atlas booth, and we are checking out the new Ray City Defense. We have Tyler from Ray City Defense here. He's going to take us through the new Core 4.6. I also have a full-length video that just got released on this, so if you want to see the gun in action, go check that out. And here we'll have some nice close-up, in-depth conversation with Tyler.
How you doing, Jeff?
Doing awesome.
So here we have, this is our standard RC9 government model. You guys have seen this before. This is more like hand-finished, hand-polished, blended gun. And this, the new Core gun, is a 4.6 barrel length only as of now. Tri-top, black is your only option. Difference here being, the barrel's not crowned. Your trigger pull is a little different, so the trigger pull on this one's going to be around 3 pounds, whereas this one's more 2 1/4. Your grip texture is a little different. On the back, you have your standard 1911 LPI checkering, versus where this one's just kind of more wrapped around. So this cuts down on machining the grip about in half. So that's kind of the goal with this gun, is to keep all the same internal components the same. Atlas parts, EGW parts, Optimum parts, but just less refined, less hand finishing, stuff like that, so we can make these guns faster and keep the quality the same. That's kind of the main thing with this gun. So we're super excited to kind of release this gun and have you guys shoot it. Aluminum magwell as well. This one's a steel magwell. Same deal, just kind of cutting down machine time, stuff like that. So that's kind of the main differences between them. Obviously, the price tag is different too.
Yes. So the RC9 in this configuration goes for what price?
40. That one's 4,300.
4,300.
Yep.
And then $29.95 for the Core 4.6. So as I mentioned, I do have a full-length video up on this pistol right now, non-ported. Got this thing and went out, ran this, had a chance to see how this gun performed. I expected to not shoot a ported gun as well, and what really surprised me the most is I got my fastest ever bill drill time with the Core 4.6. So it is absolutely blown my mind, and you can tell that all those quality parts that you get in the RC9 are in this. I mean, I would never know this thing's machine fit. The tolerances and everything are so fantastic. I think you guys absolutely killed it this year. And I imagine that price point is going to be very effective. I think it's so cool to see somebody move in the opposite direction of the industry standard right now. Everybody seems to be just priced right below an Atlas.
Right, that's kind of with this gun. I mean, with both of our guns, it's made us to where to cut costs, we have to kind of make the stuff ourselves. Like if we don't like a certain part or we can't get it or it's too expensive, we have to try to just make it ourselves. We have our own machine shop. So that's kind of helped us keep the cost down on that. Obviously, we have great partners too that help us put it together, but it's just been a great collaboration, and I think I'm really excited to see what the future holds, for sure.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens with this too, because the other thing that I think is super cool about this is the fact that it is imported, so you get an all-metal, all-American made 2011 for $29.95, and I'll tell you this, I'm absolutely done customizing staccatos. I'm never going to do that again. So having a gun like this that I'm looking at as a blank slate, I can take this and do just an endless amount of my own customization to this gun. I think that's a really good option.
Right, and that's kind of the other thing too. We kind of try to keep the price down to where, man, if somebody wanted to have this Cerakoted some crazy color, they could. If they wanted to have an aftermarket company pour it and kind of do stuff like that, you kind of make it to where it's like a blank canvas. I mean, you can kind of do whatever. Whereas this gun's kind of, in my opinion, it's done. You don't have to do anything to it.
No.
That one's kind of more basic. So if you wanted to do a just different trigger or whatever, different color, you can do that. So
yeah.
It's kind of
well, you guys know I've always said Race City Defense is the best value in 2011 industry. You're getting the most gun for your dollar, and with the Core 4.6, it got even better. And I'm not just saying that. I shot this gun and it performed incredibly well. I think the 4.6 inch is the sweet spot. So I'm super stoked to see it. I think you guys are doing some amazing
Appreciate
stuff.
it, Jeff.
Man.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. All right, guys, that's the end of day 2 on the floor here at SHOT Show. We got a ton of more stuff to see. I don't even know how you fit it all in, but we're doing what we can. So stay tuned for day 3 tomorrow. Catch you then.